Right now, I'm going to introduce to you chapter 1 of my documentary I'm working on for the next 2 or 3 years while I'm in film school called From Dreamer to Director. So here's a variety of clips to show that process right now in chapter 1. Nothing much happened. I just sit down and wait. Wait till I'm accepted to a college. In this country, we are blessed to have our dreams become a reality. The American dream. So nothing much happened between these few months, just an act of random events, like getting my car. First time driving in my first vehicle, okay? Well, I know that was a short clip, but other than that, I just played Guitar Hero a bit. And weird stuff happened there, too. Here I am playing Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock, Distance Speeding Vault version by Steve Vai. 666 note streak. Holy crap. And finally, my first acceptance.
There can be only one.
And then acceptance to Baylor University. I only had 3 choices, one being University of Texas at Austin, Baylor University only because it's close to home. And other than that, if I didn't get into those two, a third alternative would have been the Art Institute. And while I like the Art Institute a lot, and Baylor, I really wanted to go to UT at Austin. It was number 5 in the top 10 film schools in the nation. So one glorious day, on April 16th, I got the letter of acceptance. Then, on May 1st, I took a trip. Now I'm just waking up and on my way to UT. Now here I am getting ready to go. So after that trip, I had to decide and look which universities I wanted to go to, so I decided to take a trip. And after that, I only found out for University of Texas at Austin, I only had 1 day to basically respond to them accepting my application and everything and confirm my acceptance. So I had to make a decision, and it was a hard one, even though it's common sense now in retrospect, because I always wanted to go to UT. And there's this one advisor lady the year before who basically, there's one person in life where it tells you you can't do anything, and you're like, okay, you can basically say screw them or forget them. You're going to do what you want to do and live up to your dreams, right? Well, I kind of lean towards that, and then some part of me, you know how sometimes in life you kind of focus on the negativity and that just kind of nags on you over and over, even though you yourself know that you're better, that you don't have to listen to them. And I just thought of it this way. What if you wanted to go out with a girl or somebody, right? Or girls out there if you want to go out with a boy. And somebody said you couldn't date them or whatever. Well, you wouldn't let that happen. Or like if you want to go see a movie or get this movie, it's like, no, you can't buy this movie because you're just not good enough. It's like, no, you're going to go ahead and buy it. So that's what I kind of did. But here I was so split between moving from home and I don't know, it's almost like I wanted this thing, and now it's here, but it's almost like I didn't want it anymore. And I always wanted to go to UT, and I just didn't want it. There's like other options now where like it could go good. So like this part here, about 4 or 5 months ago now, even though it says 3 months, this part is 4 or 5 months, and it's like really dark in my room and all depressed, but you know, I see documentaries and they don't really show this from a person, and everybody's been through something like this where they just have to make a tough decision, or and I never been away from my parents' home, so everybody's been through this. So I had to make a decision whether to stay home or go off on my own. So pretty much this is me contemplating that while watching Revenge on Wednesdays, even though it's finale already. And I know on that part where I was all depressed, it seemed kind of ironic that the song Creep by Stone Temple Pilots is on, and then Hats Off to the Bull or whatever by Chevelle, their new song. But yeah, it was kind of weird that Creep was there. It's almost like Chris Rock said about music, it being life's soundtrack. So somewhere out there, I think God has a sense of humor, so to speak. Almost felt like it was a movie, and it's like I was contemplating stuff, and that like song came up and set the mood, and I was all depressed and everything. It's kind of weird. Life sometimes feels like a movie.
Right now, it is like 11 or 12 o'clock at night. I visited AI about a couple of months ago. Visited UT yesterday. And recently I just went to Baylor. And I'm really fucking confused. I don't know what to choose. I really do not know where to go. Even though UT is the 5th in the nation. Baylor seemed real good too, except it's a Christian university, but the whole Jesus crap and everything. And I'd be at home. I wouldn't have to have housing expenses, which is good. I'm lucky. Very lucky. But then I'd be home. And AI is very good. But under the Texas Guaranteed Tuition thing, it's not going to cover everything. Where if I go to UT, tuition would be free. And that's not bad, even though it's big. Buildings are far. You have to, like, know what building it is. It doesn't say what it is. Something tells me I should go there. Even though I'd move away from home, be in a place where I totally don't know. It'd be scary as hell. Something tells me I have to take that risk. And what's the worst that could happen? I tell you, nothing. Nothing happens when you don't take risks in life. And it was my first choice, but I didn't feel that way yesterday. I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel excited about the place. I don't know if they were moving stuff out from a new building. Looked like kind of like an old school. Didn't look as high tech as I thought it would have. Here I am contemplating on where to go. But then something tells me, hey, it's a new building. Top 10 film schools, number 5. Not every school gets to have a director like Robert Rodriguez come and talk to them. And not only that, if you had a dream, and there's one chance to seize it, would you take it, or just slowly let it drip away from you? There's too much stuff that I let go in life. I don't think I can let this one slip away. Not if I go somewhere else and it makes me wonder, what could have I done if I went to this place? And here I'll stay home and then do courses and it'd be great, and then I have to make a name for myself, which is great too, but then I'd be a guy from Waco. And then I'd be artist too, which is great too. South by Southwest they host. Could make it there. Or I could graduate from a place where Robert Rodriguez and Wes Anderson did. Graduate in the top 5. Number 5 out of the top 10 film schools. Have chance to have internships at Los Angeles for a semester. Able to work at places like Warner Brothers, New Line Cinema, MTV, VH1, that type of thing. Get connections there. The other ones seem good. I'm kind of confused. It'd be a lot of work. But maybe this would be better for me in the long run. Maybe the class is there, and then the adventure, the journey it takes to get to that destination is going to re-energize me, give me purpose in being a film director in my career. Be able to make me go from a dreamer to a director. Now I just got home. It's afternoon. I'm a lot more better than I was last night. Kind of made up my mind. I made up my mind on a university, basically. I made up my mind on a university. And I thought about it. Not many people get to live their dream or have a chance to have a moment like this. So am I going to seize it or let it drip away? But meanwhile, during this, it's May 3rd, May 4th tomorrow, 2012, Avengers comes out. And then you're going to have 10 days from now will mark the first year anniversary. Smallville ended its 10-year run. So right now I started season 1 and have been having all the seasons in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. But right now, Dark Knight Rises. Right now, I just wanted to show you a shirt I just got. It's green, has Baylor Bears. I know where I'm going. So, what do you think, guys? Do I look like a person who knows where he's going? Do I? I tell you where I'm going. Some of you may have figured it out. I'm going to UT. I made up my mind on UT. I know I showed you a Baylor shirt, but that's a nice souvenir, and I thought it was kind of funny. But I'm going to University of Texas at Austin, College of Communication, and Radio, Television, and Film. I have to move away, but I figure if I don't move now, when the hell would I move out of my parents' house, ever? I might be like one of those 34-year-old guys who has, like, action figures like this. And it'd probably be like the third Tron when Batman's reboot it. Baylor's nice. Art Institute, I was actually going to go to. Then I got accepted to UT. and UT is somewhere I wanted to go. And I didn't feel the fire I felt for radio, television, and film in the university there, but I decided to take it anyway, because not everybody in life gets what they want or have their dream come true. And if I get that chance, am I again gonna let it drip away from me, or will I seize the day and get my dream? Make my dream a reality and make myself become a director. Make this dreamer become a director. And I have to do that. I think if I didn't take the opportunity, I would have been like, oh, I'm going to this university, kind of get me far a little bit. I have to make a name for myself on my own, which is good. But I'll always be wondering what would have happened if I didn't take my first choice. If I didn't go somewhere where I wasn't sure if I would succeed or not. And I really don't know if I'm going to pass this or get through this. But I made a short film in high school called Reimagine. I didn't think I was going to get through that either. When I had to play, I did. In addition to that, too much things to deal at once. I still got through it. Actor, director. I used to weigh 300 pounds and lost 150. Now I'm like at 146, maybe a little bit more than 150, a little bit less. But I'm at 146 pounds right now. I got through that. Survived being an asthmatic. My asthma's not as bad, but I was in the hospital my sophomore year. So if I got through that, maybe I can get through this. And what's life without a little risk? Because really, without risk, nothing happens. So here, at least I would know if something happens or not happens. If I get through it, then fine, great, awesome. If I get through this, I can get through anything in life. And if not, well, I'm just not going to let that be an option anyway, if I'm not. But University of Texas has stated that it changes the world. Here, the world changes. So at that place, hopefully I can change from a dreamer to director.
So you can see now I'm a little bit better. I made up my mind after that, after debating between Art Institute, Baylor, and UT. And now I'm waiting to go to UT. I only have 2 weeks till I move. And waiting to start my journey for the first time on my own. I kind of think of it as Bruce Wayne off and Batman Begins, kind of starting his training. But that's pretty much what these past couple of months have been like. Pretty much other than that, I've just been making music videos and the little gaming hour things. So gaming hours aren't much, just me with a camcorder playing games with my nephews, really. And I did some other shorts I might upload later. Little shorts I had for a scholarship competition, but I didn't get in or whatever. I didn't win a prize off of that, so there's about 5 of them I did. And then I did a Dark Knight Rises Chrysler Spotted. I didn't get that prize either, but that's okay. I'm very amateurish at my work. That's why I'm going to film school. If I was a real professional, I wouldn't have to go to film school. I'd just make a movie right now. But other than that, I've made a 20-minute drunk driving video. And they're both were on there, including an extended special edition I made. That was like a director's cut, sort of what we had. But the part 2 and then the special edition got bumped off YouTube, I guess, for copyright on the song, so only part 1's up. So that's why it says like Reimagine Part 1. So that's the first chapter right now, until I go off. Now I just wait. Wait until the journey starts. I guess I'll talk to you till then. We'll see how I progress through the years. Approximately 3 years I'm going to have to be doing this, so every now and then we'll see. Hopefully I won't be so depressed. I don't think I will. So sorry out there if y'all had to watch this. It was all kind of crappy and kind of me moping and stuff, but I just want to show what it's like for somebody to become somebody, like me become a director. Like through everything, not just the film school aspect, like my personal aspect, personal side of it, professional, school, all of it. Every single part of it, filmmaking process when it gets to that point, everything. So we'll see how I do this year. Hopefully really good.